And there you go. Good morning, track fans. Here we go. Sunday Slotcast sessions with me, Pete Brown, with you for the next little while. Let's just do that with you for the next little while. So just as you could well imagine, I'm remarkably 1 minute late, but on time in the scheme of my normal behavior of getting here on time. This is not bad effort from me. So good morning, everyone. How are you all doing on this fine bank holiday Sunday in the UK? It's the stuff dreams are made of. That's right. Got an extra day off tomorrow. I did contemplate making the show tomorrow, but I thought, nah, because everyone will be doing stuff or it'll catch everyone out. They'll be like, oh, I got up early, man. I can't do it 2 days on the row. That's just crazy. And also, I don't know if it's a bank holiday in Australia, in Europe, in America. So, let's roll as we roll on a Sunday morning. All good this end. So what I've been up to, not much this week, I can tell you, other than completing the US Nationals video. That is ready to roll. So tomorrow, I believe 5 o'clock. I'll just double check that. Hang on. Oh, get my facts in, get my ducks in a row, and we say hello to everyone in the chat. That's going to be cool. All right, here we go. When is this set for? Oh. Oh, dear. I'll get there in a minute, honestly. I know you come here for a show. Oh, here we go. Scheduled 4 o'clock. There you go. I thought it was 5. I could have sent you on a bum steer then, but no. 4 o'clock tomorrow. But we'll talk about that a little bit more. Look, I've still got my phone in the way and everything. Oh, my coffee's out there. Yeah, let's have one of them. Absolute crackers. So, what you guys been up to then? You got some slot action on the go this week. I tell you what, I have noticed an uptick in old Bryce's channel. Bryce. I did see him sneak in here a minute ago. Don't want to get it right. He's probably asleep now. He popped in and then fell asleep. I don't know how he does it. I don't. He calls his channel. It's not Bryce. There you go. Keep it slotted. Keep it slotted is the channel. But yeah, he's been doing some good stuff. We were talking about it last week. On the Young Track fans. It's all right. We'll give a verbal shout out to Sophia. I did mean to put her in. Don't worry. Anyway, by the by, so I've been working. I said I would do nothing until I've completed that video. It's complete tomorrow, 4 o'clock. It's out there. If you remember, you're probably watching it already, but we'll talk more about that in a bit. There you go. Right. So in addition to doing the US Nationals video, I've been in all sorts of sorting out house mode. So, we'll discuss some tragic news in a bit as well. Not tragic in the context of what it might sound like, but just in a bantery kind of slot car way. It's tragic, but you'll see. You'll see. I'm telling you now. And the other thing I noticed an uptick in, not only keep it slotted, 11:30 p.m. where Bryce is. Nice one, Bryce. That's not too bad, actually. I've been decorating. So I've done a front door. Oh, that was a mission yesterday. Started on Friday night, but I run out of road. So I did most of it yesterday, and I got one more layer to do today, and it's done. So that's sorted, and a couple of other bits I've got to get on top of. But otherwise, slotty-wise, not too bad. Not much going on. Let's see if this makes a difference. Not bad. So I've just realised I got a light on the camera as well. So I thought I'd put that on too. Why not? Here we go. So got a few people racked up in the chat. Let's start the chat from 7:30. So I know that Robbo Sales was in here. All right, let's go back a little bit. Go on then. So we got Roger. Good morning. How you doing, fella? Are you working today, or are you opening parcels? Honestly, you want to see Roger's? We just may as well call it the leaning tower of pizza in Roger's house. He's got back stack of boxes like it's Christmas. He says he's not got the time, but I think you should open them now while we're on the show. Do a live unboxing. Obviously, we're not watching it, but you can throw in the chat what you forgot you bought. I remember that. A year or two ago where you buy stuff and then the post would turn up and you'd open it up thinking it was whatever you bought. And you're like, oh, I forgot I bought this. Oh, wicked. I need this so much. I forgot about it. So clearly it was a vitally important buy. But yeah, so Roger, let us know what you've got. Good morning, Mark. How you doing, fella? Mark is up. He's a bit poorly this morning, so hope that ankle serves you a bit better. I've been reading the messages. I just didn't want to get pulled into the chat. So morning, Tara. Good morning, Pat. Pat's here. Here we go. Now this show has started. Pat's in the house. Awesome. So it's the afternoon. It's the afternoon in Melbourne. He's not struggling in the morning like us here. But there you go. Paul's in. I think he might be still glamping. He might be back from that. And Carl's here as well. Another quiet Sunday chat. Good morning. Awesome. Ted is awake. Get in there. Are you on the Stella? Oh, I knew there was a reason we were friends. When we were in LA, a couple of weeks ago, I don't even know when it was. We went to get a pizza, like a pizza from the pizza joint, and we decided as well that we were going to go to the off license. And what was there? Stella. They were massive cans as well. We need to try and get some of those cans here. They were literally like proper. So me and Massimo had a Stella, and I think Rahul, I can't remember what he had. I really don't remember. He might have had a cider or something. But anyway, Massimo's like, nah, I've had enough now. I'll put it in the fridge for tomorrow. You can't do that. Well, you can do that, but you can't drink it the next day because it's like got that kind of flat metallic taste. It's like nasty. Cold beer or cold fizzy pop, cold pop, nastiness. So get another cold one. Ted, pull one back for me. Good morning to you, mate. Morning, Harry. Here he is. Good morning, Harry. Well done. And Aid, Slot Shed. He's been doing some more stuff this week. He's been getting ready for the big slot barbecue next weekend to sell out, I heard. So I don't think there's any tickets left. Sorry, guys. But he's doing a race day, barbecue day down his track. That would be good fun, actually. That would be good fun. So he's been preparing for that, making some more lights and some more other stuff. You want to find out what he's been doing. He's been doing scratch building his pit buildings. That's pretty cool as well. So you can get involved with that by going to Aid Slot Shed. Love it. Stuff and things. Good morning. I think you're new to the show, so welcome aboard. Nice to have your company, Arkid. You got any questions, anyone? Feel free to pipe up and ask them, and that we can get you help with. Indeed. So, just before you crazy cats forget, hit the like button for me because it helps push this out to some other unsuspecting folk this morning that might be entering a slot car journey. We can get them on board and help them out in the right direction, a positive one. Morning, Slot Tracker. No, I wasn't late. I was 1 minute. I was actually hitting the live button on the 7:30, but as it went live, it hit 7:31. So I am almost on time, Ted. I know you lot will not have it. Good morning, Keith. How you feeling, buddy? Keith's been out of it this week on COVID. Slept for most of 96 hours. That is some monster sleep. No idea where you got it. No bank holiday over in the States. Glad I did this today. Yeah, so your US Nationals video is going to be in the morning sometime for you guys. Okay, I think we've almost caught up now. So just see if there's any stragglers I've not said. Oh, Bo Momo, good morning, good morning. And Richie's in the house. Good morning. He's up for the Dutch Grand Prix. Lovely. Nice to have your company, fella. So this is a reference to one of Pat's videos. We were talking a moment ago about where you order stuff, forget what you've ordered, and then you open a box thinking it is what you ordered and get a nice surprise. Well, Pat doesn't order stuff. He goes and fishes for slot cars. Go and check out his video from a couple of weeks ago. Hilarious. Literally casts a line out and leaves it there while he's chatting to us, and then he gets a bite. I won't tell you what he caught, but it's big and it's worth the watch. So go and check it out. Anyway, right, let's have a look. So, oh yeah, Rob, on the note of adverts, this today, I've set it up for the longest time, 24 minutes. So I'll be very, very keen to know if what the frequency's like today, please, you in particular, because you mentioned it last week, and I want to build a sort of little bit of a case study to go to YouTube with on the old frequency respect. I respect the frequency that I've requested, not just respect what you want to do, YouTube. Oh, hello. Ted, happy anniversary. Have you survived another year with a bread knife? Lovely. 2 ads already. You're going to get one when you fire it up. 2 ads for Harry. Well, that's not cricket. It's like 11 minutes. Okay. Make a note of how many ads you get through this, would you, for Rob? And if you don't mind doing it as well, Harry, little tally chart, because then I can do one for, well, I suppose, yeah, Rob, you're in Wales, so I don't know whether that's the problem. Could be. Yeah, no, if you can tally it up, because what I want to do is I want to actually get a double case study. I can say this guy in Latvia, this guy in Wales, and actually, Tara, you are ill and can't go anywhere at the moment. If you could maybe do a tally chart, since you've got all the time in the world to do it, of how many adverts you hit. This is where she tells us now she's got YouTube Premium. She doesn't get the ads. I'd be grateful. Just chalk it up on the back of, I don't know, whatever. I bet you've got your set up somewhere in the house with a control center, Tara, with your a set of paints on there, 15 figures, and you're at it while you're trying to rest and recover. So cheers, Ted. Oh, there you go. And another one. Look at that. See, tempted fate there. Well, you're never going to make the end of the show. But do keep us going as you go through, because what I've said to be is 24 minutes. So everyone gets one when they open the show. That's like an opening welcome. And then you're supposed to get one every 24 minutes, which I think is, that's all right, isn't it? I mean, if you watch normal telly, you get one every 13 minutes. So kind of like, halving that. Good morning, Gary. Gary's just, cheers, Harry. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you. And Wallop, good morning. Gaz, he's dragged his key. He must be racing. Either that or it's he's going to football. Although one pre-show opinion poll on shopping, my answer was all local shops, but not Amazon. Look at that. It's taking action against Jeff Bezos, the beast of Amazon. We're not giving him any more of our cash. I best delete the quick links out of my description before John notices they're all for Amazon. Dear. And do you know what, right? I'm deleting them anyway because I've lost my affiliates account with Amazon. And no, before you say it, I haven't been barred or blocked by Amazon. But apparently, I didn't get 3 sales in 3 months of having all of them links in my description. You know, them crazy links that save you time of finding something I talk about and directs you straight to the product on Amazon so you can snap it up. Well, no one bought any. So that got cancelled out. Now, I have a beef with them because Ian from Magnetic Racing cottoned onto it and was supporting it a little bit. And he did make a purchase. And someone else made a purchase that I know of. And did I make one for myself to test the system? Possibly. So yeah, I failed. I've reapplied for it just to see if I can get it back up again. It takes about a month. But yeah, good morning, Nico. Oida! All together now at the back. Oida! There. So awesome stuff. Awesome sauce, as they say. Oh, nice, boys. Okay, cool. So that's not bad going, actually, for you, Daz. Second advert, because we're, 15 minutes in, so you might have been in the stream links about 10 minutes earlier. Cool, we can dig it. Morning, Crib. How you doing? Crib, it's just joined us. Well done. Yes, so come on, let's get on with it. Let's get a show. It's bank holiday. I've got a door to paint. Okay, we'll talk about this now, because I didn't get any slides up and running. And what I'll do is I will just fire up a quick photograph so I can share my screen. Yeah. Oh yeah, Travis, if you're watching this, I watched your guys' show on Thursday, and Travis was panicking at the start saying, "There's no music. I can't hear the music." Well, Trav, I don't know if you pick the comments because you never read the comments when you're panicking. But we could hear your music, mate. Sometimes in StreamYard, when you click on the music, you can't hear it in the studio, but it is playing out on the playback on the other end. So just a tip, my friend, set the volume to about level 12. If you can't hear it, set it to level 12 on the slider thing, volume slider, and that's give or take about right for you, mate. So if you can't hear the volume, it is playing. Just set it to level 12 and have confidence in the system. Right, so here we go. Wood routed track. Let me show you a bigger version of it in the daylight. There you go. There's my wood routed track. So you've just seen it. All the lights are working, right? Oh, no, don't look at that. That's my next short. Don't want to ruin it for everyone. Oh, hello. I'm going the wrong way here. So you can see it in the darkness. Lovely set of lights. Unfortunately, due to the downsizing and the house move, guys, I've got to sell this puppy. So this is now, I'm going to paint, I'm going to do a little bit more to it just before it's up for sale now. It's for sale. So I'm going to put it on eBay unless anyone wants to buy it and save me the rigmarole. You've watched me do it. You've seen the videos. So you know what's there. I've got a load of stuff for it that you can take away to complete different little bits on it that I'd had planned that I'm not going to get the time to do, but I've bought the equipment so you can have that. That'll be chucked in. I've got hang on, I can finish the barriers there along the back straight so the barriers can be completed. So if anyone's interested in buying this track off me, give me a direct message by some way on some platform somewhere. Talk to me about it. I can charge you for delivery, but it's going to be the cost of a van and petrol to you and back. Or if you've got access to a van, come and get it, baby. So fully working order. And as you can see, the lights are installed. They work. It's really good fun. It is such good fun. But just due to having to move home soon, which is not a bad shake. It's a positive thing. We're making action to free up, to live our lives a bit. So if anyone wants to buy, cheers. Keep a tally on these guys, on these adverts. We're going to get, Paul. Just let's chat in the private comments and the private chat, because I could tell you it's 20 quid. Might be too expensive. Just give me a note and I'll let you know where the ball is rolling. I've had some consultation from some people who build and design tracks, as to, you know, a kind of rough starting point for it and then take off as out there. I was quite surprised. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So well done on that, guys. My consultants. It's better than I thought to the tune. I think I might actually start doing it. No, I'm not going to, because I've got other things. I'm better skilled in other things like selling stuff in a corporate environment. Anyway, so if anyone wants to take this track off my hands, a nice rally stage for someone, any slot clubs out there want to have a look at it, they could take it as a rally stage, maybe become a part of the GB slot rally circuit. It is 2.4 by 1.2 meters. Maybe Rob Sale will convert that into foot and inches for everyone else, or someone who knows how to do foot and inches. Oh, ad blocker, eh? That's interesting. Yeah, YouTube get around this stuff. They've got the tools, man. And good morning, Dick is in the house. Look, everyone, the tempo has just stepped up a tick. Oh, there you go. Nice one. Cheers, thanks. 8 foot by 4. That sounds about right, actually. Yeah. So 4 foot is normally 4 inches as 150 millimeters. So that could actually translate well. Yeah, you could be right. You could be onto something. So we'll go with that. So this track is up for sale on the global market. I will send you any detailed pictures of it. I'll let you know how and what I've done to it. There's a wealth of extra material that comes with it to do extra work on it. If you want it, these side flanks on the outside are getting painted today. They'll be dark grey like the road. So it will look prim and proper. The power supply comes with it. The additional variable power supply, so you can control the brightness, dimness of the lights, will come with it. And yeah, sound. Yeah, I tell you what, I'll chuck in a couple of figures. There you go. Can't say fairer than that. So anyway, from the top of the tree, young track fans, here we go. I haven't seen Albert in the chat yet. He must be sleeping in, enjoying his last weekend of freedom before school starts. It is Carl. That's exactly right. Thank you, mate. It's 18. Yeah, that's right. I was testing you. 6 inches is 150 millimeters. 4 inches is 100 millimeters, and 8 inches is 200 millimeters. Only because that's 100 by 100, a 150 by 150, and a 200 by 200 ceramic wall tile in your face. So anyway, enough of this chop about imperial versus metric. Albert Wilf, good morning. Let me shout her out before I don't shout her out. But Bryce's youngest, I don't know how many kids you got actually. Bryce is, oh, come on. Hang on, let me give myself a round of applause. I hope that's working in the background. So Bryce's daughter, there you go, Sophia. She was killing it on the track the other day. I mentioned it last week, sat there racing, snacking. Bryce is marshalling, overseeing everything. Genius. Well done. Good morning, Wilfie. Good morning, Wilfatron. Lewis, good morning. Eleanor, Liam over in Canada. Ruben, where are you? What are you doing, my friend? Arlo, good morning. You are on the video tomorrow, my friend. Doing some sick commentary with Magnetic Racing's very own Doug and Ian. They were loving the commentary, and the little segment I took from it, I won't tell you whose race or what it was. It wasn't my race. This is a video about my trip, not about me. So nearly spanned my coffee over then. Pulse razor. But Arlo, you featured in the guest commentary, so that was amazing to get your tones with Ian and Doug on that bit of commentary segment. Good morning, Rowan. Good morning, Lewis. Good morning, Lisa. Sasha from DNA Slots. She's taking a break, guys. She's kicked back for the summer. She's living life with Daihi, her dad and family, and just relaxing, having a break. I do hope she gets the, the drive back and comes back to it. Excuse the pun on that one, but couldn't help it. And gets on the airwaves and brings us some content. They're absolutely fantastic videos. But, you know, if you're going to do it, do it. If not, well, we'll see you soon. Anyway, Sasha, shout out to you. Elliot and Mia, daughter of the fabulous, world-famous slot car contributor, Rahul. My brother from a different mother. I think he's in the chat somewhere. Good morning, Jacob. Nice and local here in Thrapston. Good morning, Orson, over in Washington, West Side. There's 2 Washingtons in America, would you believe? And he's from the most important one, and it's not the capital city. So good morning to you. Good morning, Cam, up in the West Midlands. Good morning, Leo in Nottingham. Good morning, Charlotte. Good morning, Mason and Owen. Good morning, Jacob. Good morning, Leighton. George. Good morning, Georgie boy. Scores on the doors. Georgie boy. Over in Oxford, would you believe? Good morning, Olivia. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, Jackson from over El Segundo way in LA, America. Wow, we've got an international young track fans roster here with people from Canada, America. We've got them from all over the UK. We've got them from Wales, because that is a different country. I'll have you know. Don't be suckered into thinking that Scotland, Ireland, and Wales are England. They're not. They're part of the Union. They're on the Union flag, but they're not a part of England. They're their own countries, and they're proud of it. And we all merge to become the United Kingdom, the realm. That's right. Oh, so much pride in this small island, I tell you. Anyway, enough of that. I'll start the Americans off. They'll be waving flags before we know it. They've got more pride than us in their country. I love that. You should have pride in where you're from. Brilliant. So, hello. Oh, hang on a second. Here we go. Bo, do you play? Yes, I am Duke constantly. Yes. Oh, Bo, Vince is in disguise as my nephew, Albert. Good morning. The Dark Lord is here. Hello, Dave. How you doing, my friend? I love this. Morning, Dave. How was the festival? Now we know why you're feeling a bit under the weather. Let's tone it down for Dave. Let's talk a bit quieter. I think Dave's nursing one. Direct message to Mrs. Slottar. We're going to need some hangover juice down at the shed, please. I think bacon, sausage and egg sandwich with brown sauce, salt and pepper, and a gallon of coffee would just about do it for this sitting. Thank you very much. There you go. Right, Dave, done a solid. I've got the order in for you. Good morning, Mum. Good morning, Rich. How you doing? It's like my family are on cue this morning. They literally all turned up in the last couple of minutes, which is about half an hour into the show. So if you're enjoying what you're hearing with me, Pete Brown, on Sunday Slotcast Sessions, everyone, just giving the young track fans a shout out all over the world. Do us a favor, hit the like button. Let's get it out there. Awesome. Yeah, no, I know. I've just put you another order in, Dave. I'm going to see if I can get this to be a regular feature on the show. You turn up for the show, putting your feet up, and Mrs. Slottar is sorting you right out, mate. I mean, I tell you, you need to bottle her and sell it. There's a load of people in this chat who'll buy some of that motivation. I tell you, get nothing better. Get a sausage sarnie delivered down to the media desk here while we're on air. That's it. It's right. It's Pete's mum, Gail, is in the house, everyone. Gail and Rich Spencer, the legends that are. Well, you know, anyway, oh, yeah. So here we go. Right. Let's all join forces in giving some support to Tara, who I didn't think was going to be in the chat, but clearly she's a trooper. So anyway, she had an operation a couple of days ago. She only had a leg cut off, everyone. She had a leg cut off, a bit chopped off the middle, and then it all sewn back on with a metal bit. Honestly, she's like the last person you want to go through the airport with right now, because she's got like metal knobbly knees now. So I thought I'd throw up a little get well package on the screen, and everyone join me in saying, get well soon, Tara. She had a terrific operation. I believe it went well. So in England, just for the sort of benefit of those around the world, I mean, that's quite interesting. For those of you in America, Canada, Australia, Europe, if someone's ill, laid up in hospital, or well, nowadays you get kicked out in the same day because of because of waiting lists. You used to get a decent few days in hospital. It was like a little holiday. A little holiday. So what do you guys get for people who are ill or had an operation in England or in the UK? This is the tradition from old. You end up getting a bottle of Lucasade, some old manky grapes, and then when you come home, it's all about cream soup or soup, cream of soup. Although Big Soup has now surpassed this. I love a can of Big Soup, man. That is the bomb. But this used to be what it was. Cream of chicken soup or oxtail. That was quite nice with loads of pepper in it. And Tara, if you don't know who Tara is, if you're tuning in for the first time or new to the channel or the show, Tara is a regular contributor, a fabulous friend of everyone's, and an exceedingly good businesswoman. She runs a firm called 1 in 32 Scale Strictly Figures. Find her on Facebook. I naively didn't put the Facebook logo on here, but you'll find her there. Help her out, buy some figures, support her through this bit of trauma that she's going through. I mean, I don't know. It's a sort of double-edged weapon, isn't it? Really, because let's face it, right? She's been under par at the swap meets, where we could say something and run off, and she couldn't chase us because she had, knackered knees. Now, oh my God, she's going to be chasing us all around the podium halls. She could be like, I'll get you, you little beep, 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 beep. See how I've got no, oh no. Yeah, I've got some pounds. Hang on, let me get that swear jar ready. I tell you what, it's doing all right. What you guys didn't realize last week was behind the scenes. How to get rid of this? Scenes. I actually donated a few more pounds. So we've got some money going on in there. Look at that. Look. We've now got £13.50. Yeah, in the charity swear pot, which is the National Scalextric Collectors Club. I'll have you know. So there you go. And I'll write the figure in there so that I know if any little bleeder's been down here nicking my change. I figured if I've got it written down in there, they're going to think twice about trying to swipe a sneaky pound out of there, right? For their little sugar fix that they need. So anyway, let's join forces. Let's give her a little congratulations. There you go. So hi, Nan from Albert and Wilf. They are watching in the chat right now. Dave here. Oh, rusks. Oh, I love a rusk. I tell you, that's now we're talking. Oh, what? The gluten's got you. Oh, no way. Does that mean you have to have a gluten-free pizza? How does that work? Oh, Dave, that's no good. You can't even have burger buns or can you eat a croissant, or has that got gluten in it? I don't know. So here we go. Now we're talking. Oh, yeah. Pat loves rusks as well. Bryce is saying, get well soon. Yeah. Tara, you're more than welcome. She says, thank you. Lucas say, yeah, see, look, I'm bringing back the memories, So, Bo, do you play League of Legends? That's what Albert needs to know. Just shout that out to your fella. Get well soon by Rich and by my mum. No, she's been on the waiting list. I know she knows people. She knows people. I bet about 16 people in the hospital somewhere are her customers who know her from either steampunk days or from slot card days or the farmer days. And they're like, hang on, it was that Tara. There's not many Taras out there. Hang on, let me just investigate. Yeah, right. Just fast track her. And there you go. So she had a knee replacement, everyone. Best wishes, speedy recovery to you from Harry. Pete's just nice. Thanks. Wow, 4. And we're in 34 minutes. Right. Thanks for that, Daz. Keep these tally charts going, guys. Please don't forget, I want to get a case. I want to go to YouTube later today and have it out with them. Exactly. Should be running it out. I need a soup maker. I don't need a soup maker, mate. I've got a slow cooker. Just whack everything in there for 8 hours and it becomes soup. Oh, look. The old Bella in the house. Right. Don't talk about moving stolen slot cars. Don't talk about Dave Slotar. Shh. Do not mention the recent cut and shut you did. The old Bill will be all over you. They rush you through. They do. It's a 2-year waiting list, but no one else wanted it due to the bank holiday. Wow. Some people would actually decline an operation because of a bank holiday. Oh, my days. That is incredible. He's now, oh, man, she's bionic, dude. She's got spare elbows, spare knees, spare ankles, spare whatever's, wrists. No, I'm joking. Yeah, good best wishes from Bo there as well. Yeah, I thought it was. It's the second one 8 years ago. Well, you need to get better quality knees, man. Like, is it the same one or is it the other knee that you're replacing? So technically you've got 2 bionic knees now. Unbelievable. Aid, let's talk in the chat. Well, yeah, you can, Dave. You can turn them off completely. But what it says in the fine print is go and read that. YouTube puts them in for you. So I'm not going to, you know, let's face it, you know, the ads help the channel, which is why I set them normally to 18 minutes. I figured that's, you know, reasonable. Everyone can suffer. Let's face it, at our age, we need the toilet every 18 minutes, don't we? So an 18-minute ad break is giving us a reason to stop busting and go and use the toilet. So yeah, I did read up on it last year, and it says that YouTube will inject their own adverts, even if you turn it off. And I've seen that done before. So I'm not going to let them populate my my channel with their stuff. May as well get my own stuff going on in there. And don't forget, what's going to likely to happen is a series of different merch adverts soon. And then what I'll do is I'll turn off the ads and I'll put my own merch ads in. And then you'll all be crying. Right, Abbott Mark has not got any adverts on his. He's watching on an iPhone, everyone. Interesting, Terminator Tara. Exactly right. That's interesting. All right, I'll talk to our Marty and find out what his secret is. But there's no secret. I'm running ads in my content, everyone, because I'm paying off a massive debt. And this actually helps some free cash to pay for YouTube Premium. So I don't see adverts myself, selfish. And occasionally I can buy a slot car. So there you go. Support the channel. 6 ads in 40 minutes. That is a new record. I am actually going to screen grab that. Okay, good. Just going to save that. Make a screenshot of that one. Adverts. YouTube. Oh. Right, okay, good. Right. I've screen grabbed and made a note of that. Cheers, Bryce. Because I'm going to take it up. Anyway, let's crack on. We're kicking our heels. Right, so last week, if you remember, I said that I'd bring you a new model shop update and events. Yes, that was going to be the focus of this week. So I haven't bought your model shop because I promised myself that I would not go anywhere at all until I'd done the US Nationals video. So I didn't run out of road before it become incredible. So Dave Slottar, a couple of others that turned up a little bit later this morning, you didn't realise. Hi, Wilf. That tomorrow, 4 p.m. our time, UK time, I'm releasing the US Nationals video. So the video is, we'll talk about that in a minute. Anyway, so I was having a look through the events section on the slot forum yesterday. I put slot forum in the top left-hand corner of this so you can see what to search for later. And excitingly, I literally cannot contain my excitement when I was reading it. But Matt Tucker, the man, the myth, the legend, one of the fastest guys in the UK, he's going to be going after Lewis Goff's title this year, next year, I reckon. I think if Lewis, there's the next, whatchamacallit? The next GT3 race for the GT3 UK Championship is happening in South Manx. If Lewis wins that, he's won the championship. But that's good because that's analog. So what Matt Tucker is, I'm not doing anything. I'm going to help him. I'm going to punt it out. We're going to fill it. It's going to be epic. So what he's doing is he's set it up. He's given us two options, which I've completely missed in June or July when he set these up. So I've missed the boat on that one. But anyway, long and short of it is that he's going to be running a GT3 Euro Series 1 in 32 here in the UK, all across the land. We've got 4 locations so far. We've got Rockingham, we've got Stanborough, we've got South Manx and North Staffs. So Janu is going to be in it. I'm going to be in it. I've made a post there because Nick Kurswell put a post in about a week ago to bump the thread back to the top for people to see it and start thinking about it. So that's how I saw it. And I'm like, yes, right, I'll have a read of that. So it will be 2-person teams. So 2 of you to enter the race, but the race will be individual championship. So I need to investigate, thoroughly read those rules and how it works. And maybe I'm just giving you a little float on it. And this is floating the idea to you guys, which is going to happen next year. It's open for new racers. This is the thing that excites me because I have zero experience in digital. And when you got like the Disca races that are in circulation that go on now, you kind of, most of them are done in teams. So you got to have 3 or 4 people. Most of them are endurance style. So it's like 6 hours. You got to race for 6 hours. Or 12 hours or 24 hours, which is great because these guys have been racing for so long that they want something a bit more spicy. They want a bit more interesting. They've got to, push their game, push the envelope, max their game up. So I'm like, I ain't a few reasons I've not done it so far. Firstly, I haven't got the cash. I haven't got the cash to buy a couple of cars, then start modding them up to be digital. So you got to do digital because it's on a plastic track. So you're going to need suspension. You're going to need lights because that's, what you're going to need. You're going to need digital chips. Then you're going to need to start weight reduction schemes. Then you're going to need to adhere to the rules. So you're going to need tires, wheels, axles, guides. You're basically just going to need to rebuild that machine. And you're going to need a spares of everything because of how the racing works. You're going to break it, whatever. So, it's a pricey thing to get into. Good night, Ted. Hey, Ted's just kissed Madam Stella goodnight and he is on the ropes. Good night, my friend. Thanks for tuning in, man. And thanks everyone for tuning in as well. Really, really get the community going. So as I was saying, so it's been quite pricey for me to sort of look at it. So that's one aspect. That's the thing I say that I've not done it to date for. The next thing to think about is it's it's an experience level. You've got to have been slot racing for a while. You've got to understand about how to race a car for a while, to understand how to control that car, what's to be expected, appreciate looking a little bit further in front of you, to stop and not mow into a car that's come off somewhere. So you need a level of knowledge, experience, tenacity on the track, which I definitely haven't got any of those, except for maybe the knowledge bit now. So I've done a couple of races on both plastic and I've done one race on plastic, most races now on wood. So I kind of can control a slot card, say, I'm ready. So I popped in a post to bump it back to the top to do my bit to try and keep it in the eyesight of people, who are searching and looking for events. And they're keen. So I put that on last night about 11 p.m. And I woke up this morning to a message from Nick saying, "Yeah, Pete, are you interested? I'll help you sort out your car. We'll get it on. We'll do it." So I'm like, oh, it's real. So yeah, so I'm gonna give me a moment, Nick, and I'll definitely be doing it. Yeah, and that was the third thing I was coming to, Slot R, because it is an oxygen system, and they've updated they made an announcement, is what I'm saying. And I can't even remember if it's this year or last year, actually. I think it was last year, where this year they've up to the SCP-3 controller by Slot It to control the cars. It's Bluetooth, so wireless, and it has a new operating system or a new communication system or something like that. Janu's just letting me know here he's not up for the digital. I might win a race then if he's not there. But yeah, so he's just saying installing installing the oxygen system is a hobby all on its own. He's not got enough time in his life left for that. No, classic, Dave. You've not got the time. It's for some, it's not for all. But this is the bit that I think getting a car to standard tons, yeah, that's good. Can build that and then get it tweaked off of the guys around the hobby who are really good. You know who you are out there. But then it gets to the technology, and you've all seen my technical prowesses of live streamings. I've cut off live streams. I've literally while we've been on the live stream, I've cut it off, just chopped it off, just finished it, thinking I was closing down the share screen. That would be the challenge for me, and then getting practice, because you can't really practice, can you? You can't practice digital unless you've got it set up at home, and that's like next level. So there you go. So I'm up for it. I think that might be the next sort of development in my slot car racing journey. A bit of digital. So that's exciting for me. Let's catch up with what you guys are doing at the moment. Harry Potter car. How do you know what we're calling it? So it's Albert now. No K in second, Albert, but good try. Right. So, just while I'm feeling all warm and fuzzy, hey, thank you very, very much, whoever is subscribing, who's joined the channel membership-wise. Legends. Look at that, 23. It's like amazing. I didn't expect it in the slightest. So I got a message in the chat this morning from Daz Hall, and it said he's been a member for a year and 3 days. I'm like, a year? We've been doing this a year? Wow. Let me scroll back through the live streams for the members. And it was the first Wired on Wednesday. It says 1 year ago. Have we been doing this for a year? That has gone so quick. Like, it's gone like Billy-O. Like a year we've been doing Wired on Wednesdays. I'll tell you what, I need to look back and see what cars and stuff we've done and just maybe make a little itinerary next week so we can visually see like all the, what cars have you done? We've done the Alfa 8C, we've done the Lancia, we've done the Rover, we've done the Maserati GT3, we've done the Rolls-Royce Streamline, we've done whatever else. We've done some buildings, some lights, some all sorts of crazy things going on for the members. But that's just been excellent. So, I mean, when I started it, it was kind of like, it was to brick wall an hour a week, at least an hour a week, that we have, that we will be there for 1 hour a week. It's like making the hobby an endangered species. Yeah, that's it. It's an endangered species. So if we don't do our hobby, it will go extinct because, hey, life gets in the way. So 3 weeks goes, no slot cars, and you thought it was 5 minutes. Honestly, a year has gone past. I've been doing members on my channel. I cannot believe it. We've learned so much. We've made so many mistakes. We've created such good items on the show. But ultimately what it does is it actually blocks out in your calendar, your diary, your whatever system of keeping a note on dates you use these days. It blocks out that time. So every Wednesday at 8:30 UK time, whatever time it is, wherever it's in the world, 3:30 in the afternoon over Eastern, 9:30 in the evening over Oider's land in Europe, wherever. Sorry, Aussies, it's the middle of the night. Can't please everyone on that one. We can tell our better halves, we are sorry, I've got this appointment. We tell our mates, no, I can't go. I'm doing this. And you just block it out and you're here. Whether you watch the show or not, you can use it as an anchor to get that time away from everyone, to just decant and just charge up your social batteries. So we're doing that every Wednesday at 8:30. You can be a member of the channel for, you know, literally as little as £3 a month. No, it's not even £3. It's £2.99. In fact, right, end of the year, so that this doesn't come as a revelation. The end of the year, I'm reviewing the prices. Don't worry. You know what I'm like. It won't. Knowing me, it'll go down. So there you go. No, just wanted to take a moment because I don't often. I'm quite, you know, I don't know, quite sheepish about it. But yeah, thank you very much for those of you who literally separate hard-earned £2.99 or more. From your wallets into our channel's account so that we can fund the Wednesday show. We do great things on there and other things. You know, it helps. It buys me cables and it buys me batteries and it buys me techie things so that I can keep the show going. It pays for subscriptions like this StreamYard. So it, you know, like, yeah, there you go. If I didn't have the version of StreamYard I've got, you would see a StreamYard duck in the top right-hand corner, not my merch store advert there. And there's other things as well. So I use it to pay for YouTube Premium and stuff like that. There you go. So just taking a moment just to say thank you very much, guys. I really, really appreciate your support. It means a lot. It does. It means so much. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Talking about support. Check this out. So on the feed yesterday, pops up in notifications. Electric Dreams just woke up and threw on a race, a Can-Am Pro race. Oh, my days. I was watching some of it. It was nice to see some of the crew in the chat as well. Mark was doing a great job commentating. I'm not sure who he was commentating with because I joined it late. It might have been John. It sounded like John. But it could be anyone's guess. But that was good for a watch. If you want to watch some Can-Am racing with the classics, you can see that there, a Porsche, an NSR Porsche 908 on the track, looking good. They got them all going on down there. So another fine race covered event there by Electric Dreams. And if you want to talk about race coverage, I didn't cover the race as you would expect a normal race coverage from me. But what I've done is I've shared my experience of being in LA 3 weeks ago today. And I've done it more. I can't compete. You can't compete with what Electric Dreams have set up. What Electric Dreams have set up with their race coverage, their 10 cameras, their video switching software, the commentators, the roving, the on-site correspondent, as I like to call them, the mobile chatting. You can't compete with that because they've just nailed it. They've done what we've all been trying to do or work up to for years. And now we can enjoy races like we'd enjoy the Formula One or the BTCC or the whatever it may be. So yeah, fair play to them. So when I've gone to their place, I'm not going to do race coverage like I would normally because they've done it so well. You know, I can't better that. Well done. So what I've done is I've compiled a load of different stuff of my experience of the Nationals. It's not my trip to LA, so there's no pictures of the beach, no journeys to and from the airport, none of that guff. Just what I thought was cool from the weekends. There's some great chats with some really good people. It was nice to see Cedric. He was racing the Can-Am Pro. He was in the final yesterday. I was like, my man, Cedric, I know him. I won't tell you who won the race, so you can go and watch it and enjoy it. But Cedric was in the final. Cedric from San Francisco, got you. So I had some chats with some people. I've captured that on the camera. And they give us some amazing tips for tuning or improving your slot cars. So if you want a couple of little next level tips from some of the world's best racers, then watch that. And I talk you around some other things that I thought were quite exciting about the event, venue, people, and just check it out. It's pretty cool. I'm quite happy with the video. It's took me a while to make it, but I am quite pleased with it. And then there is some racing on there. Don't get me wrong. There is some qualifying coverage and there's some race coverage. But it's there for you guys to enjoy and revel in. So enjoy that. That's tomorrow, 4 o'clock UK time. So this is the forthcoming stuff. This is really. I was thinking about it actually only this morning, whereas Pat's a legend. Pat's doing his roundup again. And, you know, just a couple of few things that you've seen. Don't have to go out of your way to watch everything, Pat, because that would be boring, like, you know, for your life. But just bring us a couple of the highlights or lowlights. You know, feedback is king, like traffic lights. So I was thinking, yeah, this is quite working because I was thinking about my content this morning. Do I need to add anything? Should I take anything out? Excuse me. And I was thinking, no, I'm thinking most of my stuff is looking forward into things that are coming up, like events that are coming up or programs that are coming up. This is really good. Pat's got what we've missed. I've got what's coming up. We're covering it off between us. Nice, Pat. So let's just have a quick butcher's. You know, we've had that one before. It's almost so we're talking about just catch up with you guys. Definitely. DK Moon. So Scaly, yeah, Scaly Digital. It's easy to chip the cars. Exactly right. Track Focus is coming, Albert. You hold tight, mate. You hold tight. Track Focus is coming. And boy, have we got some tracks today. You know. No, DK, you haven't missed Track Focus. You've just missed me saying thank you to the members. You've missed me recapping on the Can-Am race from Electric Dreams yesterday and talking about the Nationals video, which is released tomorrow. We've been doing a little bit of catch up on other stuff as well. Yeah, I know. There you go. So he's been a member for a year and 3 days. Hard to the core. He's not hardcore. He's hard to the core. There you go. See? So John Dean knows about 40 Melbourne races with about 16,000 cars between them, and none of them are digital. Well, you can chip them up. You need a lot of chips. Might slow China down for a bit. You can't be a member here, but you want to be one. Don't you worry. We'll be sorting you out a membership when we finish this. Vince, give me a call after this. Oh, really? Oh, we'll get a bit of a membership off here. Daz, have you seen this? It's a challenge to your membership masculinity. So John has got about 20 digital cars. Yeah, cheers, man. Yeah, thanks, Dick. It's because you're in it. That's why. You are the glue that holds it all together. We turn up each week to find out what Dick's going to come out with. Truth Ripper. He's such a good guy, Dick. I tell you, if you're not subscribed to DG Raceway, just stop messing about and get over there and do it. Right, yeah, as I was saying, John D, he bought digital cars because they were on an offer to get rid of and they were cheaper than the analog ones. Good strategy. I'm big, yeah, buy it, man. If you can get better spec tech for the same price as the tech you were gonna buy it. Because it's better spec for a reason. It's better. So I love it. Get in there. This is what I'm talking about. There you go. It's on the screen right here. So Mrs. DG has accepted that he blocks out the time for this. And what does she get in return? She gets Happy Dick in return. That's right. See? Digital is now racing. Established in racing. Barriers are cost for sure. Analog is definitely mainstream, but digital is the fringe. And digital the fringe. Yeah, that's right. Because, you know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, can you? And there's a lot of old dogs in the hobby. Fortunately, though, it's not that many old dogs left. So that's so wrong. I take it back. Yeah, I think that's digital is going to make racing exciting. It's definitely more exciting to film than analog because you've got more action in crossovers, in lane changes, in pit stops, in pit laning, and all sorts of crazy things. And let's face it, we get inspired. How did I get inspired into slot car racing? How did I get inspired? It was lockdown. I was into Scalextric because that's all I knew it was called back then. And I started watching YouTube and I found Johnny S's channel and I was watching all the Disca races. And I got into slot car racing because I watched that and went, do you know what? That looks cool. I want to be a part of that. And then I filmed digital racing. Next level content. You can get a lot out of analog, but with digital, you just get a few more tweaks for the old VT. You know, if you're doing the content creation, you'll know what I mean. So yes, it'll be interesting to see in another 50 years where this is. I won't be here, unfortunately. So you'll have to let me, hang on a second. 47, 50, 97. Actually, I might make it. I'll be 97 years old. I might make it, right? Hold this space, right? 50 years on Sunday slot car sessions. If anyone's still with me, I'll let you know what it's like. If I've kicked the bucket, someone do an honorary show. It's on you, Albert. Right, so point out to Mrs. Slot even if you spend time and money on slot cars, it's cheaper than paying for the shrink. That you'd need to sort your head out if you didn't have this hobby. Yeah, exactly, Dave. And it's not just a hobby nowadays, right? And I'm sure you'll agree with me on this one. It's a network of friends that we've got that all agree with the same. We're all in a similar barrel at this age. If you're anywhere between sort of, I don't know, 30 and 900, we're going through similar things. Granted, some people are going through a lot more than others, But generally, it's the age thing. And it's that right being able to run things by people who have a shared interest. So you can be in a chat like this. Then the next thing you can go, hang on, what's that about? And you can message someone off the side on Messenger or WhatsApp. You're like having a chat and you get the answer and you're not frustrated anymore. So actually, yes, Dave, very poignant thing to mention that is, whoa, boom, matey. Hang on a second. I'm not sure. How do you get that up? Where's that come from? I'm like miles behind here. But this popped up. Check that out. Thank you very much, Roger. Very kind, mate. But you shouldn't. You're already a member. You already joined the channel, mate. I hope this isn't like payment to come and open those boxes that are in a big stack of yours. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's going to buy me a coffee in here later. Slotcast stuff. That was awesome. Right, talking of awesome. They're very kind. I've lost my train of thought now. You always know when to do that. Anyway, one day, Roger, we'll get together and we'll have a chat, a race and a smoke, and it will be fantastic. You know what I'm on about. Anyway, right. So Shenanigans is on Thursday, and you might eagle eyes out there might realize that it's last week's thumbnail. That's right, because we don't normally do the show, prep for the show until sort of tomorrow. And that reason for that is because we look back over 2 weeks. So half the action, if we do it now, we've lost a week ahead. So we talked last week and it was actually, do you know what? It was really good. It was about chassis. And I thought, oh my God, here we're going to a bit of a dry subject. Yeah, we'll talk about chassis. Yeah, because that's going to get everyone stimulated and like queuing up at in the chat, innit? Chassis, yeah, right. That's boring. It was really good. We said from the be like blind leading the blind, Rahul and I, like, what do we know about chassis? Well, Rahul does because he did one-to-one racing. So he has got an idea about chassis. I have none. I can flatten one because I've done that. I know how to do that. But in regards, I saw this really cool chassis. Paul Slotcar 2021 in the chat now. He put the chassis in our members Inner Circle of Trust WhatsApp group. And I was like, what is that? I've never seen that before. That's amazing. It's got like this. You should check it out. Go back to Conquest Racing Club's channel on YouTube and watch this from the last session. It was really good. We discussed that. We discussed whether it'd affect like the performance of the car. We discussed why more people aren't making that sort of chassis. We talked about metal versus plastic. We talked about 3D printing. We went everywhere in that chat. It was phenomenal. And do you know what was even more phenomenal is everyone in the chat was joining in. They were jumping in. They were like, yeah, this is what we think. That's that. It was a proper community-driven chat. We were like, look at it go. It's on. That thing was motoring. So if you want to see, I have no idea. If you've got any ideas of what we should talk about this Thursday, throw them in the chat now. I'll get to them in about 10 minutes. And what's this here from DK Moon? Scale is a better idea with the easy swap digital chip. Slot cars really need standardization like model trains. Yeah, that's right. It needs standardization like mobile phone chargers. Remember when Nokia came out? It was great. Everyone could charge the phone around everyone's house because everyone had the same charger. And it didn't matter what Nokia had, you had the same charger. And then Nokia was sly. Then they bought out another phone and they had a different charger on it. Oh, do you know the problems that caused everyone? And then every phone that come out from every manufacturer or every model was a different charger. It was almost like they realized how they can make money fast. And now, roll forward like 20, 30 years, standardized to Seagate. There you go. See? This hobby will well be going in 50 years. We're going to have hover cars It's going to be hot Slova. Sound like Slovenic. It's going to be hover cars. You're going to have hot. Oh, moving on. Forget it. We're not having anything. I did. I saw it, Daz. I put it on. It popped up yellow on my screen. Incredibly generous, Roger. Thank you, mate. Quit what? Quit what? Quit smoking? Yeah, might have done. I'm doing all right. I think I'm holding my own. And yeah, you're right. Harry is just following on from DK's moon. Ah, that's interesting. Just saw Rob's comment here. So if you're getting a load of adverts, close the stream down, come back into it. Apparently, Rob Daz has had some success by being. Why did you leave? Where did you go? Hang on, let's address that first. What are you doing? And he's rejoined. He hasn't had an advert since. Rob's getting the frequency that I set up, 24 minutes. Fantastic. That's good. And John's still not got no ads. But anyway, back on point. So, yeah, I'm with you, Harry. I think there should be standardization and across the slot cars. There should be one language for the digital transmission and there should be one language for the chip technology, even if those two things are a thing. And Slotar is saying it doesn't help that everyone's digital systems work the same polarity, apart from Scalextric. Even the universal chip for slot it needs a wire swap over. Yeah, that's it. I think is polarity like what I might know in my description as a frequency, perhaps, like the frequency they put out that talks to the cars or something. I don't know about this sort of thing, but hey, Jamal's here. Oh my good lord! I saw this horrible thing on Facebook last night. It said say goodbye to his track, and it's got half broken down track. I mean, seriously, what am I going to do for content now? Yeah, Jamal, you were like literally a go-to channel for content for tracks. Had to keep telling myself to not turn it into the Slot Cars of Atlanta Jamal show because your stuff is just so good. Albert, you will run the hobby in 50 years because you are, how old are you now? You're about 29? Oh, 30 now. How old are you, Albert? Just remind me. I'm sure it's about 28, 29, something like that. Everyone's digital red on left, apart from Scaly red on right. Okay, is that kind of like what lane you put the power to? I really don't know. Oh, yeah. There you go. So you left. Oh, right. Okay. You're just justifying why you left the stream. You didn't leave the stream then. No, that's fine. No, what people normally do is they'll find the stream, they'll panic, they'll start watching it, they forget to hit the like button, everyone. And then they'll get watching the stream and then they'll like literally be busting for the toilet by the time I've finished it. They'll turn it off and they'll run up to the toilet and then someone will go, oh, can you just take the bins out? Or, oh, can you just turn the oven off for us? I've been baking something. And then you've lost it. You lost your like momentum. So while I've got you all in, hit the likes and we will crack on. So yes, Thursday this week, 9:30. Now, Rahul, birthday boy of last week. Happy birthday to him. So he got a full-on rendition of Happy Birthday by me on Wired on Wednesdays. So you're missing out. You're missing Pete singing on that show and everything. Kicking off. But yeah, anyway, so he's had a birthday. He's been feeling a bit under the weather last couple of days. So if let's give him some momentum. Say, pecker up, Rahul, chin up, dude. There you have it. Other person I haven't seen a lot of is Dan the Man Thomas. I hope he's all right up in Scotland. But anyway, shout out to Rahul. We will be having a chat up tomorrow, working on some content for the show for Thursday. It's going to be epic, as you'd expect. Refresh it. Refresh it, Bo, and they will all come through. Right. So here we go. Oh, yeah, track call. I did a track call on Monday. So I was on podcast duties. I go, they found a picture of me. It makes me look like one of those string puppets. Here's Pete. He's from a horror movie. I'm going to come and get you. So, yeah, if you didn't see that, have a look at that. It's on Electric Dreams channel. Oh, hello. Oh, saying no more. But keep tuned to that. There might be another podcast coming through. That'll be a good one. So we've got a bit of a track focus. The time most of you all tune in for to see some tracks and, you know, see what's happening. Look at these little beauties here. So anyone tell me what class of motor race this is? I'm not sure, but it's in the Adelaide, Australia. See, it was the same image as last week. I didn't chop it up last night due to painting that monstrosity of a door. Pretty much wiped me out. In fact, I'll tell you what, right? I'm gonna share it with you because I'm quite proud of my door painting. So here you go, right? Before we crack on with track focus, this is what I was doing most of Friday night and yesterday. Rock and roll. So this is the before shot. And that's the after shot. Well, I've got another layer to do on it, coat to do on it. Looking good, huh? Hey? So now that's out the window, and we can get back onto some slot car action. That's why I'm using the same slide. I'm regurgitating the slide. Thank you very much, Bryce. I appreciate that. Nice one. Track focus, says Albert. Yep, there you go. Thanks. What we got, there you go, Bo. See, knew it would work. V8 supercars. Nice. You and your dog. What's your dog called, Albert? Yeah, the good old days. That's right, mate. Supercars, awesome racing class, says Roger. I do love it. I tell you, that Vodafone livery there, that's something else, that is. Oh, nice. Oof. Is that 10 Downing Street? Nah, that's not 10 Downing Street, mate. They won't let me near the place. Something about me calling out Keir Starling or something like that. He's getting a bit of bad press, you know, Starmageddon and stuff. He's done 50 days. We don't do politics, but he did 50 days apparently the other day. And yeah, well, we'll move on. All right. All right, there's some proper, you know, do-gooders in the chat here. Okay. Broke the rules. Didn't swear, but I broke the rules. There was talk of politics. Took the mountain day. Yeah. Jamal Quake. It was a shock. It was a shock, Jamal. Not going to lie. Right, let's get into it. Right, so what we got is we're going to have a shake up by Sam Wolf. I think we had a track from Sam Wolf good while ago now. I remember his track. So I like it. It got he's thought about his track because he's got swivel swing chairs in there so he can turn around and pick it up off the other side behind him if he falls off. So let's hear what you think about this track, because in fairness, actually, no, this track is going. And this is his new whip. So this is the track that's coming in the fall. So I think I like it. I'll get rid of this then. There you go. Right. So get rid of that QR code for the merch store. He's going to upgrade it to this. So if we look at this, he's basically given himself a lot more to do down in the far left-hand corner. Okay. There you go. Right, I tell you what, guys. I am in need of an interval break. So what I will do is I'm going to be back in 2 seconds. Okay, so hold the fort for me while I'm gone. And let me just revise myself of what I've got coming up here. Yeah, I'm going to leave you to just study this a moment. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. There we go. Nice. God, blimey. What's this here? I'm being... Ah, come on. Well, I'm only human. Okay, right. Let's get on. Let's get this water off the screen. Ah, no way. Are you in bed? Are you actually watching this in bed, David? Oh, my God. Computer gamer P. Oh, no way. There is never a pee bottle. No way. Look, guys, honestly, I'm definitely not. There's a bridge. I have no shame, as you know. But there is a bridge too far. My mum is watching the show. I'm definitely not going to have in the background this like sound of pouring water, because you lot will know what's happening otherwise. That's hilarious. I didn't even know they did that. I know they do like travel flasks, let's say. I might get one of them for Eric, wild man. Yes, I did. All right. Nice. When we get the Rowan upstairs extension, we're getting a we're getting a bog upstairs too. Just get a commode. Yeah, exactly, Dick. The water, it's the water sound effect. Honest. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyway, let's get to the next track. So Mick Cronin. I like this. This is a HO track. Do you know what? I was taken by. He's doing it. He's got his whatchamacallit. He's got his cars on the wall. I love that. It's HO, so you can get a ton of them in there. But he's got like a golf. He's got a hanging air balloon, which I always remember when I was a kid. It wasn't a race track unless they had a couple of those like floating air balloon things over the track. Awesome. You need to make Wolf a drink. Yeah, man. So that's one angle of this track. Here's the other angle of this track. You can kind of see it a little bit more in detail at the far end. I quite liked it. It's a good, honest track. It's not going to take too much scenery because he's maximized the table with track. Yeah, really good. Well done, Mick. Just bringing us something HO related. And the other thing with HO as well, look, is that Zeppelin, that's the word for it. Nice one. Cheers, Harry. That thing that's flying over, the golf balloon, they're known as Zeppelins. Yes. Doug is in. Good morning, Doug. When did you sneak in? Yeah, Douglas. He's there. He's probably working today. What are you working as, Doug? What are you doing? Jamal Quake caused the landslip. Oh my word. He's had a dream, everyone. He had a dream. And on this dream, some people are like, what are you on about? Well, this is what I'm on about. Check out Harold's track. Yes. Is this the one? Yes. Right, I put this track in for a reason, apart from it being literally epic. Look at the size of that. Now, Lee Slot Cars, he has been recently painting. Who would have thought that that bloke is an artist? I mean, look at him. As in Lee Slot Cars, that is. Like, he's got full-on haircut. He's like me. He's got the face furniture now because of age. And, you know, if you'd have said 30 years ago to young Lee Slot Cars, you're going to be painting scenery with a paintbrush for YouTube channel, he'd have probably laughed you out of the pub. But who'd have knew? Who knew this guy has got Jaguar skills when it comes to physically painting scenery? So you see that backboard, we've got all them trees on the perimeter of Harold's track. Lee on his channel can show you how to paint those. Like, and it's easy to follow. So easy to follow. Oh, hello. Are we doing, we got some requests here. We got some requests for Jamal. See, this is the problem, Jamal, is that because you're so good at what you do, people are going to start asking you to do crazy stuff now. Like, yeah, can you do us the scene from the 47th minute of Turner and Hooch movie, please? You know, the bit where the San Francisco tram goes over the top of the horizon and you see those, the kid releases those to the air. Yeah, that's it. You're going to get crazy requests like that. Sick. Oh, Potato Mountain. There's a joke in there for Pat and Dave Slotar and Robert Swift Slots. Brilliant. Anyway, I've got another angle of this bad boy. Look at that. Here's something else. He's rocking the Carrera track for this one. And he's got a big space because Carrera track is big on its by its default. So to kind of, you know, you can have this much space is doing it. And now here's one of the big reasons, apart from it being an epic world-class track, here's the reason I picked this. Because what he does is he uses natural material. He doesn't go to the shop and buys wood stumps or buys rocks or stuff like that. It actually makes it, because you can tell when it's natural scenery or when it's artificial scenery. And if you take a look at this one, you can see it at the bottom of the picture. At the bottom of the picture, you've got the whole long row of little branch cuts. This is great. This is like tire wall, branch wall. So when I go walking the dog in a minute after we've finished the show, guess what I'm going to have my eyes white peeled for? Little bits of branch like this where I can saw it up and make impromptu like walls. This is a great idea. Harold, you sorted me out, because whilst I'd sort of knew you could use like rocks and things, because on my wood routed track, there's a few real pebbles, as I found out when I was trying to sand it down. I didn't think at all of getting like a branch, sawing it down and using it as like scenery like that. This is giving me like such a lease of life. Hey, look. No, I see that you're in the chat talking about Pat being the new Boone. Have you seen Pat's scenery? I mean, I'm closing my YouTube channel and I'm just giving it up now after seeing what he's done with his scenery. Like, it's at the far end of his table at the moment, and you know, I like the way he's done it because he can move it around a bit. He's got it going on. I need to find out how Pat made all of that scenery because I'm literally salivating in envy here. I need it. I need it in my life. So yeah, so that's why I picked Harold Putz's, I hope I pronounced that right, Harold's track. Phenomenal track, Harold. Thank you for sharing this on media so we can share it out with ourselves. And there you go. There's another close-up of him using the natural terrain on his track. So that was really exciting for me in a nerdy track slot way. Then we've got Pete. I'm not even going to pronounce his surname because I'm going to fall on my sword. But he looks like he is putting the finishing touches into joining up his slot car track. You can see here. Very, very early stages on this track. He's got the frames in, he's got the supports in shot. And he's testing, you can see he's got his electric meter testing device, whatever you call them things, electric reader. Yeah. What? I didn't get a memo on that. What are you talking about? It's Pat is a Boone reincarnated. Bring it on. So do I. So do I, Jamal. I want to be like Pat. Oh no, talking to marshalling, Dave. Stay tuned because I was thinking about your video the other day. I'll come to that in a minute. Let's save that for the second. But I'm liking Pete's track. It's wood routed. It's intense. It's big. It's fast. And you are going to need some serious decor for this track. I don't know whether you plan to, whether you plan to have it so that you're running and around that kind of inner passage that you've got, or whether you're going to be pushing the tables together, blocking it out. But yeah, it's going to be good fun, that one. Very good fun. So I'm going to keep an eye on that one and see how that progresses over time. Okay. Right. So thinking about, this is going to be the busiest track I've seen in a long time. Massively busy. Like busy as in how much physical track can you get in one little space? What's happened to Boom? Where's Waldo? Doug says, yeah, here you go. Right, Dick, we need a large supply of trees. Okay, a large supply. When the track builders have cottoned on that you're now the tree dealer, you are going to be swamped. So remember, I was there first. No, I'm only kidding. Sort these boys out. So, Doug, what you might not know, I don't know if you caught up with a chat from the other day on their live stream, the Australian live stream. You can see it on that Slot Car Guys channel. I don't know if that live stream's going to move around the channels. You know, like me and Rahul do, we share it. We do alternating channels so that, you know, everyone gets a go. I don't know if he's going to move that around or if it's going to just stay static on Travis's channel. Don't know. It'd be nice to move it around a bit, get people seeing the other channels. But yeah, that live stream was good. And Dick was saying on the live stream, Doug, that he's now actually growing the components, the type of shrubbery you need to make the trees. So give him a moment. He literally is going to be the global supply for the trees, the tree dealer. Let's call him the tree doctor. Yeah, it was a nice flow, huh, Bo? Yeah. Sorry, I said Bo as I was reading Boone, so I might have said it wrong. Too much. Right, you haven't seen nothing yet then, guys, because what I've done, took quite a few pictures of this to show you. So a few weeks ago, Dave at Slot R, legend, he did a video that talked about the flow of track. He talked about, you know, if you're setting up a track, what to think about basically, because you know, some people aren't creative and they're like, I'll just follow a diagram that the slot track gives me on the side of the box. All done it. That's fine. I did 100 tracks, pretty much like that. But if you're going to do a custom, if you're going to build your own track, he goes into things to think about. And one of those considerations were, and rightfully, marshalling. And how easy is it to fish your car out of the back of the track? And it affected a few channels, like Lee Slot Cars. He looked at his track after watching it and went, do you know what? I can't get to my car down there. So he's lowered some buildings. He created this. He's lifted the track. Now he can see and marshal that corner really well. So the advice was resonated across the hobby, and it was poignant advice, much to which we've all listened to. Now, this is a great track from AAA. Let's call it AAA. And you get your car out of there. Imagine losing your car down the back in the middle of that thing. So, I mean, this is a serious situation of which I've got a couple more images of, because all in all, it's a pretty good track. The idea, the concept is good. I just think it's in too small a place to be effective for marshalling. That track riff is a William Tell overture. Yeah, it's an angry overture, that's for sure. I might listen to that, actually. I haven't listened to that. Or I might recognize it by sound. Yeah, so good track. Very busy. Not sure if it's too busy. Here's a side-on profile of it, where he's got some LEDs, lit it up. He's put some LEDs across it. So this is in the light. And you can see how that's all sort of starting to take shape. And then a final image for this one, I believe I've got a night shot where it looks really good. He's changed the color of the lighting to be white rather than blue. And yeah, I quite like it in the dark. What are your thoughts? That is exactly right, Paul. It is something that Scaly would promote. But I like their tracks. When they do their their readers, viewers, whatever it is, members chat tracks. I like them. Some of them are really creative. I like them when they do them outside. That's pretty cool. Yeah. If you never D-slot, you've got to put 16 magnets in your car before you can race this track. That was amazing. What do you think, Albert? Do you like this one? This looks like one of the kind of crazy tracks we used to build back in the day, right? Amazing. Okay. And here is my final track. Rahul broke this to us in the week. So credit to Rahul for bringing this to us. This is one track. 8-lane mega track. Mega track. Look at the size of this. Now, this is when you literally sit up and want to go slot car racing, is because you saw this. My good Lord. Is it 2 tracks? Because I followed it and I could only find one. I did. Follow it around. Good night, Bryce. Cheers, mate. Nice to have your company, fellow. Yeah. Just go on. Just Dave, just follow it, because I thought it was 2. Are you sure it's 2? Because I could only follow it as being 1. But if it is 2, fair play. If it is 1, incredible. I know that they usually do 2 that sort of interlock on the back straight. Okay. All right. Okay. You might be onto something. I think I can see it now. Yeah. Wow. All right. So it's 2 tracks. If that was 1 track, that would be something special. Too big? No, Paul. Never too big. Go big or go home, brother. This is the stuff dreams are made of. Seriously, this is like you can hold your trigger down for like seconds and seconds and can really stretch the car. This is where you find out on the straights like this if the guy next to you has got a better motor than you, because you all got the same motors, but some of your cars are faster than others. Is it the motor? Is it the traction? Is it the lubricant you're using on your bearings? What is it? But anyway, this is where you find out how good your motors are. I love it. Look, Dick, it's just the standard Aussie slot shed, that one. Only in Australia, right? Only in Australia. Straight so long, you need to be drilling cooling holes in your motor case. Oh, you could get like one of those, what are they called? Heat sinks. That's it. Heat sinks that I see everyone using at Electric Dreams to take a bit of heat out of your motor. It's, yes, of course. We would never illegally modify anything, would we, John? Now, hey. No, it's fine. You just got to go with the flow, Paul. You've just got to put the right lights in your car so you can identify your car by light and crack on. You've got to focus. But you can see where the podium is at the top end there. It's got white polycar banner wrapped around it. As Dave says, this is a 2-track. I would imagine that the guy taking a photo from this side is stood on the equal and opposite podium to the other side. So this is the view that you're going to get from the podium, I would imagine. I love it. Yeah, I think I found it. I think I found it. Where the guy is in the red t-shirt is pretty much where the crossover is happening. The red t-shirt in the center. Slot car. Well, you're in the right place. Because nobody's sober in here at this time of the morning. Okay, right. I think that was the finale of the tracks, because it's just what? How are you topping that? How are you beating that track? That track is awesome. In fact, that's probably the end of track focus now. Right, what other stuff has been going on? I'm not actually sure what I've put here. Hey, look at that handsome bar steward. And no, I didn't just swear. Celebrity endorsement or what? I've been waiting ages to get celebrities to endorse my products. So a little advert for the merch store. Let me just, if you don't know what the merch store is, that QR code that's just popped up in the top right-hand side of your screen. Here, let's point it out in a bit more detail. That one there. If you take your phone out, if you're watching on the telly, and pop that, scan that, it'll take you straight to the store where you can get one of those fabulous t-shirts and a fabulous mug like that and stickers. And I believe that Shane, more stickers are on the way. Don't you worry. I'll speak to Rahul. Rahul will be watching this, hopefully, and say to Rahul, we need to print up some stickers and get them over to Shane. So we'll deal with that in our meeting tomorrow for the shenanigans. We'll furnish you with it. But look, if Shane is buying the merch, if Shane is endorsing the merch is good, because there's one thing for Aussies, they will not waste their time if something is not great. So thank you very much, Shane. I really appreciate that. You're a man. And I know Dick is donning one of those as well in the chat, and a couple of others recently. I've got another celebrity endorsement for next week. You're never going to believe who's endorsed the merch store. unbelievable, world famous in the slot car hobby, totally and utterly. He's got the merch. He is a part of the team. So there you go. That is Shane rocking the merch. Do feel free. Christmas is coming, guys. You know, let me give you some bad news. You got 4 paychecks left before December, before you have to buy presents. 4 paychecks, right? So if you've got slot car Q3, Q4 releases coming from the brands, you know, we've got the Datsun 510 coming from Slot It. We've got, so I can say that in here because it's a Slot It, it's not the other brand. We've got a few other cars that have been floated that are going to be big. You've got someone else come out the other day. Everyone was saying was a nice motor, and it was a nice motor. Oh, I can't think. But anyway, you're going to damage yourselves, right? So what I suggest you do is give the link of the merch store to your wives, husbands, partners, relatives. You know, get them to buy the merch for you from the merch store. You know, and then that way you're covered. You've got something slot car for Christmas. They've had an easy hit because there's plenty of different things to choose from on the merch store. Unless you're specific in your taste, and then send them a load of links. But the merch store is easy. It's trackfanstv.com. And you can get yourself hooked up like this celebrity on the screen right now. Well done, Shane. Welcome aboard. And to everyone else that has took the plunge and bought some merch so far, thank you very much. Well done. I really appreciate it. And the merch you buy literally covers the cost of the merch website. But, you know, like all good things, like a cheese and a wine, it'll mature over time. And I'm sure as the word gets out there, we'll get some traction. So, no, keep it up. 4 paychecks to Christmas, not to, you know, ruin anyone's Sunday. So start furnishing the list out to your wives so you can protect that. And in case they're wondering where they're heading to, here's the website. That's what it looks like. So you get that in your lives. And next week, we'll talk about a model shop like I did plan to. That will be cool. Yes. All right, Bo, I'll add you to our list. Don't you worry. We'll sort you out as well. Love it. Okay, let's have a look. DK Moon, have a look at that one. So put that into your interweb, that web address, and it'll take you straight there. Sorry, I read these 2 comments wrong. It says, Jamal, reminds me we are low on drugs. We need a trip to our supplier. And then it says, does my dad still have to ring you, Pete? No, he doesn't have to do anything, Albert. He's his own man. Yep, here we go. We're talking here about celebrity endorsements. So Dick also got a mug. They both bent Grizzly. They bought the big mug, the 15-ouncer. It's the one I use here on the show. Show you that in a minute. Lane colour stickers for racing. John D, that is a genius idea. Well done. Well done, mate. That is a great call, actually. Didn't think about that. I like that. Give me an idea. Right, we'll sort that out. Stickers have been a little bit of a teething point, but we'll get it sorted. Don't worry, we're on it. Yeah. No, I got you totally. I know exactly what you meant to go on the cars. Yeah. Me and my parents are chatting about Christmas. Are you? Excellent. Here's your website. Albert, send him there. Tell him to speak to me about that first, though. Before we run a yes, well done. That's right. Okay, I'm going to bring that up in a second. So next week we'll do the model shop. I'm are well in progress with this. Building this little model here. It's the latest, and it's not the latest model, actually. This is a memorabilia model from the weekend away at LA. Love it. Next week, I will do a feature on the new models from Magnetic Racing, your most definite place to get slot car accessories and buildings from on the planet, magneticracing.com. They have just bought out a modular bridge, which is utterly sick. I'm telling you now, it's the best thing since sliced bread. I instantly messaged them and said, when I get to the new place and I know what space I'm getting, I'm buying one, because that's going to be the bridge for me to elevate the track. That's right. It's going to be elevated in the next place because I'm not going to have as much space. So I'm getting one of those bridges. If no one knows what I'm talking about, you can either wait till next week till I cover it, or you can tune into Magnetic Racing Think Scalextric YouTube channel and get a look at that. That is awesome. Yes, so let's do it. That's good to know. Right, I will screenshot that as well. So get a little bit of a case going on. Perfect. Thank you, Harry. That is going to help me no end. Okay, so I think, yep. So we got exactly, Roger. And then talking about tutorials, you've got a 6-head adjustable light tower on DG Raceway's YouTube channel, how to build it, and just grab a screenshot of that as well. Dick, Rob, thank you. Just save that. Okay, perfect. Thank you, guys. Yeah, get your copy of Slot Car Magazine, the hottest property for slot car mags on the market right now. You can get it digitally or you can get it online, inline, in-store. That's what I meant to say. You can get it online, digitally, or in-store hard copy from Pendle. I'm not sure if other outlets exist for the hard copy, but you know, it might be worth letting us know. Might stick something up on our website about it, sell it through there for you guys. So that would be interesting. Okay, right, cool. So that brings us to the end of, the structured content. So I'm going to leave that picture up on the screen a moment. Just said here, just as a reminder, we are looking in the Chelmsford 30-mile radius from the 30 minutes or 30 miles. I can't remember. Anyway, a short whip round Chelmsford area in Essex, in southeast London So, Mr. D, Slot Drag Racing. See, what timing is that, Dave? Eh? We are looking for 20 meters, 30 meters would be ideal, but 20 meters or more space in a straight line within 30 minutes. There you go. Of radius of Chelmsford in Essex, England. We got to move the drag racing strip from the school that it's held at now, because the caretaker that sorted it out is retiring. So we've got to move that to a new venue. Does anyone in the Essex area know? Anyone at Southend Slot Cars or up in Ongar, you guys, Alan, any of you guys know where there might be a building with a good 20-meter length in it? And that's what we need. That's what we need for Mr. D Slot Drag Racing. So if anyone, call to arms, if anyone can help us with that, do let us know. Either get in touch with myself, Slot R, Andy and Ruben Racing, anyone like that, and we will relay the message. No sweat at all. Just a reminder as well. Thanks for that, Dave. Appreciate it. Just a reminder for that as well is if you would like to talk to me about buying this slot car track, it's obviously a collection or delivery UK only because it weighs an absolute ton, and there's no way this is going abroad on a courier. So it has to be hand delivered or hand collected. So if you're interested in buying this from me, feel free to get in touch with me somehow by hook or crook, and we'll talk some more. But looking good. Maybe in your house. It's sad to see it go, but I need the space, and it's been a lovely, lovely experience. So I'll hold that dear to me as we go on. Yeah, there you go. Christmas is coming. So get that in your Christmas list. Imagine that. What's this here? 8x4 foot slot car track. Behave yourself, husband. Or 2.4 by 1.2 meters if you work in if you work in real measurements. 5 ads for you. Saw some branded Lane stickers on a post yesterday. There you go. You've got someone queuing up for a bit of content down under. Anyone like who can build and instruct a kit is Dick. He is literally a legend. He's got such a way on screen when he's doing his tutorials. I just get it. I just understand him when he's talking. Sometimes some commentators can be a bit sort of, they've got everything, and you're like, oh, how am I going to do this? They've got everything. But Dick, he keeps the kit equipment needed minimal, and he does it. There you go. Ah, right. So Shane had an input in the design, did he? Was this because he saw his pooper shooter and thought, I best get a proper bridge? I'm kidding. But no, that pooper shooter is epic. Nice show, great shout out, great chat again. Nice Sunday and good to kick off in the new week. Keep your rascals in the ditch. Yes, it's been great. Thanks, Bo. Exactly right. If it's got some side width, and there may also be some round racing too. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is reference to a venue that we're looking for to accommodate Mr. D slot drag racing and potentially a roundy bit as well, according to Slot R. What do we got going on then? Postage to Ozpete. No way. Shameless self-promotion. No, here we go. Right, so if you want a bit more slot car fix, no problem, Dave. We've got Dave's new video coming up. Today is a good day. Today is a slot day. I can't say it on the word. It's going to cost me £1. You know my rules. But anyway, if you want to watch, Dave Slot R's got a new video coming up in about an hour or so from this point. So that's good. We've got something to watch in about an hour. I better get dog walking going now, so I'm back in time to watch it. Are you doing a premiere on it, Dave, so people can watch it and have a live chat, or are you literally launching it and we're commenting? No problem at all, but there you go. When the new half of our unit is finished, we'll have just about the amount of space, but we are... Oh, okay. Right. You need a mezzanine in there, Doug. Mezzanine. Oh. So, Rob, if you're getting a new Revo slot Escort coming up, does that mean you're flogging that blue and white Escort? Just saying. Just thinking, you know. I got about £14.50 in here towards it. It is charity. I'm joking. I got a beautiful Escort sent to me by you recently anyway. No ideas what I do to deserve these things, but I really appreciated that. It was a nice surprise out of the blue, Rob. Really was. So cool. Right then. Okay. Hang on. No. Just got to get this one in. So Pat has put out his roundup video. Was that today, Pat? Yeah, so Vince, Albert, you've got to go to search for Pat's Slots, just like his name, Pat Slots. And then he had done a video called a roundup. So we'll watch that in a bit. Then we'll watch that now. Then we'll watch Slotar's video. And then we'll probably watch something else. And that's it. That will be enough, Pete. Yeah, I said slots. I didn't say the first bit. It's all right. I dodged the bullet of paying £1. Anyway, on that note, it's 2 hours. I'll see you later. Have a great bank holiday. Track.